Building research capacity at the intersection of clean energy entrepreneurship and gender is critical to Africa's just energy transition. The evidence for informing optimization and scaling of youth and women-led clean energy enterprises is a project implemented across Kenya, Uganda, Malawi, and South Africa. This project supports postgraduate students generate context-specific evidence that informs policy, practice, and the scaling of women and youth-led clean energy enterprises. In this video, fellows from Kenya share their experiences and reflect on how the project has strengthened their research skills, perspectives, and professional journeys.
My research project was titled Determinants of Financing Models for Business Scalability in Kenya, a case of clean energy women entrepreneurs in Kisumu County. So looking into that, it was essentially looking at challenges and opportunities of finance and how finance can be used as a catalyst to scale and support the growth of these businesses. During the project, the findings were that youth and women were engaged. So there was that conjunction of women and youth, and that I was able to fulfill the requirements and the outcome of the project.
My research was about the business incubation center functions and how these functions help in the growth of the clean energy enterprises which are led by women and youth. And these functions of these business incubation centers, one of them is coaching, we have the capacity building, we have financial assistance, and the last one is the exchange visit. These functions, they help these enterprises, the clean energy enterprises, to grow.
Reflecting back at that time that I was applying for this research, I was so much green. In fact, during the interview and meeting the team while defending my concept note, I was so much nervous because I was so much new. And some of the tough questions that I can remember were, what is green energy, what is clean energy, and what is renewable energy? I didn't have an answer, but I could give all the real experience that I've had, like biomass. And so this project, technically first, I want to start with the technical aspect, is I was able to be supported in terms of learning energy policy, gender policy, and also the climate finance landscape. There are also several webinars and trainings that I was able to attend. And lastly, there was the part of co-creating survey questions, and going to the field enabled me to experience the lived reality of women in energy enterprises.
One of the challenges that I faced before joining the project was aligning my research questions with the study. I was able to align my objectives with the study through the help of acts. And another challenge that I faced was getting practical case studies. I was able to interact with the entrepreneurs in the clean energy sector after I got involved with the project. The other challenge that I faced before the project was getting the literature materials. It was really hard, but after getting into the project, I was able to get the literature materials for my study.
First and foremost, as a development finance student, you are required to acquire knowledge of developing projects. So first and foremost, by developing that concept note that enabled me to be awarded the research grant, that was the first step. Because without this call, I would have thought innovatively to develop a concept note that would be able to convince the panelists and the project team to award me this grant. So through that, I was able to win. Secondly, the new skills that I've been able to build is a lot of networks, because through this project, I've been able to gain experience in the clean energy space and even work with different organizations. So through the organizations that I've worked with, I've been able to gain networks, particularly in Kenya, for instance. I'm a member of Community of Practice in Clean Cooking that not only focuses on Kenya, but it's a global. Another one is on being a member of Interministerial Technical Working Group here in Kenya, that bring all government ministries, bring development partners, bring development financial institutions, and philanthropic actors to support the government of Kenya to transition 10 million learners to clean cooking and also to support schoolmates. So looking into all this, I have really learned a lot in terms of skills, in terms of networks and growth, in terms of my personal career.
I gained a lot of skills through this project. First of all, I gained the research and technical skills in data collection. I was also able to gain the data analysis skills and analyze the data which I got in the field. And I also gained knowledge about sustainable energy solutions in the clean energy sector. I was also able to, through the workshops that were organized by KCA University in Arts, I was able to get networks and also professionals from the clean energy sector who I was able to learn more about the climate action and clean energy sector. I want to sincerely thank ACTS and IDRC and my supervisor from KCA University for this opportunity, for the fellowship that I got. This has really helped me in my day-to-day life, being passionate in climate action, in clean energy sector.
Without this opportunity, I wouldn't have realized my career goal that resonates with my passion for people and planet. And also, I want to thank ACTS and KCA University for the mentorship, for the coaching and the support that they gave me throughout this journey.